In this video we talk about 5 tactical mistakes you do when playing single. The first one is when you are out of balance at the rear court. For example, if there is a lift towards maybe this corner down here and I do a cross-court smash, but I'm out of balance, that means my movement is kind of this way and I do a cross-court smash, then I have to go to that corner afterwards. That's so long distance to travel, and if my opponent reads it, I will not get it over because there's so much distance for me to travel. And my opponent also have this extra time just to get the shuttle because I'm late. I'm all the way down here in this corner. So the first tactical mistake is doing these cross-court smashes even though you're out of balance. If you want to do the cross-court smash, it should be kind of like in this area, like it's not at the rear court, all the way at the rear court, but more about this double serving line. At this point I can jump straight up and move forward. That's much better than, for example, if I do like this, just cross-court smash, and then I'm kind of falling out of the court. Then I need to catch myself to push back, and it's too late at this point. You do it sometimes if you are receiving in doubles, then if there comes a flick to it, I can smash before back to the rods in the court because my partner will go to the front. But we're not playing double, we're playing single. So be careful of not doing cross-court smashes when you're out of balance at the rear court. Other mistake that often happens when playing singles is that you are you are quite close to the net. Your racket is near the edge of the net, and at this point you do a cross-court lift. And when you do this cross-court lift, your opponent, it's so easy for the opponent just to go out and do this straight stick smash off. And it's quite normal, and it's quite often you see that because the arm actually normally goes that way. If we swing our arms forward just like this, the movement will go kind of this way, and if I have it in my backhand side, it will go that way. So it's always often this cross-court movement that's very natural for our arm to do. It's more difficult to force our arm to go straight and do these straight lifts. I've done some investigation. I tried with some of my players to hit a target in both corners down here. The most difficult to hit, that is the straight lift from the forehand side. That is so different to hit because you're using 4 fingers to kind of control it. And the backhand side, that's the easiest because you only have your thumb. So it's a corner that most people don't feel comfortable playing. So that's why if I hit towards the side over here, they will most likely do a cross-court lift and can go out and kind of kill in the other side. So just make sure that your arm not always do like this, but do these straight lift, or have the patience or courage to just play the straight net again back.
Rule number 3 is about where you play your shots from the front court and when you're having quite a distance to the net. So look, right now I'm about 1.5 meters from the net, so it's not obvious for me to go and play the tight net shot. Right here I don't have any winning position, so I have to consider what's my next move. And the rule here we want to talk about is whether we play close to the net or we try to push it a little more in the court, so it would look like, if it's close to the net, it would be like this. And if I push it a bit further in the court, it would be like this. Yeah, and then a little bit closer to the net, of course. The difference between these two situations is when I play the short one, the one close to the net, my opponent has a very good chance of getting this tight net spin because he will have a position right here, which is quite the optimal position for a tight net shot. So I have to be aware, if I play that shot, I have to be very ready to go and and get the next shot my opponent is playing. The thing you can do to get out of that situation is play the shot where you push it a bit further in the court. Then your opponent doesn't have the opportunity quite as well to make tight net shot. Then he would, if he wants to play the tight net shot, he would have to do the situation I just explained, where he plays close to the net from further away, and you will get the chance to make the close net shot in a good position. Another situation where this is very important, whether you play it close to the net or play it further in the court, is, for example, when you're down on the rear court and you're playing your backhand. You have to consider, well, close to the net, further in the court, because if I play close to the net, the same situation will happen where my opponent gets a chance to make a very close net shot, and then I will have to make a big step from all the way back to all the way up in front. And here I can do exactly the same to avoid this situation, is where I put the shuttle a bit further in the court. Right here I give myself some more time, and it's much less likable for my opponent to play at a place where I have to make a big step. Rule number 4 is inspired by a person you may know, Peter Gade. He once told me that the way you win your badminton match is not by having the best smash or having the best net shot. It's about getting the shuttle over the net one more time than the opponent. And that's kind of what rule number 4 is about. We showed it in some videos, we will show it as well, where I'm playing a lot of rallies, where I just play the shuttle to the middle instead of playing in the corners. And by playing to the middle, I have a lot of easy solutions, so I don't have to smash on the line or make a tight net shot that hits the net. So I give myself all the easy solutions, where Mads in the rallies we show, he try to play to the lines and the corners. Of course, you should do both. You should play in the corners to make your opponent move as much as possible, but you should also consider playing to the middle, giving yourself some easy solutions in a tough situation. Or just to, if you play in the middle, your opponent also have to make maybe some strokes he's not used to, because we always practice from the corners, we never practice from the middle. He just tries to play to the line, and then there's quite a little margin for him to hit that line, where I have more court to hit when I just have to play it close to the middle.
Tactical mistake number 5 is not having a clue about what's going to happen. It's not this chess game that some people talk about, but that's just having a feeling of what your opponent is going to return when you do a certain output. So for example, if I do a smash at the line over here, they will most likely do a shot towards the net, so I can come forward and kill it or make a straight net shot. They will most likely not do a smash backwards, because then there's something wrong with my technique. So I just have to run forward. After I do a smash like this, I have to run forward, because that's where it most likely will be. Some people do this like they are going down and do this smash all they can straight, and then they go back towards the middle. But that's the essence of this rule, of this mistake. Why are they doing this? Because I don't think they are aware of what is going to happen. Then they will go down and hit the next just by making a lift. And that's very stupid, because you know it comes forward. You don't have to go to this. Of course you can do the smash, then go slightly towards the middle, but you are not going to do the smash and go down in here again, because this is a defensive situation. You'll have to kind of stay on your toes, do a smash, and then in this you can quite easily move forward to this corner, you can forward to this corner, you can jump towards this corner as well. So keep the offensive. There's another situation I also want to talk about, and that's sometimes when you do this net shot up here. You do a very close net shot and then you jump back. Why on earth are we doing that? That's also very, very stupid, because then your opponent can do a net shot as well, and then we can do a lift. So if I have the feeling of doing a tight net shot, I should stay up here and get ready to kill the next one. I should not do a tight net shot and jump back, because then I'm in trouble. Then I lose all the advantage. Or if you're doing this shot in towards the court that lands around this line, if I do like this, push it into the court, and I go forward, that's also very stupid, because it's so easy for my opponent to do somewhere else, just play towards over me or something. So that's just the other way around, and this is very easy for us to see, but the other one, that happens very often. And that was the 5 tactical mistakes we normally see when playing, and it happens at basically all levels, and try to analyze some kind of match out of these 5 principles. You might improve your game or your single strategy just by doing some of these things we just showed you. Thanks for watching.